asked to do a skincare routine and some tips on how I keep my skin looking nice and in good condition and things like that. But the truth of the matter is that I just have quite good skin and it doesn't really react to anything on my face. On the rest of my body I have eczema and actually my knuckles are currently bleeding. So, you know, there's a karmic balance there, but on my face I generally can't complain. However, instead of doing a skincare routine video, I decided to do kind of a skincare favourites video and showcase some of the products that I absolutely love and come back to time and time again for my skincare, and that'll give you an idea of where my tastes lie. So I think I'm going to start with moisturisers because I don't really have that many of those. For summer I love to use this Embryolisse Hydra-Mat emulsion. It says for normal and for mixed skin, but I would say it's more for the oilier skin type. It does contain oil preventing ingredients like cornstarch and things like that. But this is a really, really nice moisturiser. It has a really soapy, clean scent, the kind of typical Embryolisse scent if you've ever smelled an Embryolisse product. And this really helps to moisturise my skin, but also stop it from getting really, really oily during those hot summer days. It feels really fresh and it's a thick kind of gel cream consistency, so I really, really like this for summer. For when I need a bit more hydration, actually this is a completely new pot, but I've recently found love in the Organic Surge Blissful Daily Moisturiser. I got a sample with an Organic Surge order and this literally just came through the post yesterday. I couldn't really wait any longer, it was on sale, so I ordered it. This left my skin feeling really, really plump, really hydrated, really moisturised, but in a really nice way, not a kind of slightly thin, greasy, slightly oily way, but a really nourished, really lovely kind of healthy way. And I was so impressed with it, I really, really loved it. I really hate the smell of this, but it doesn't really matter because I found a really nice cream that's a reasonable price and that doesn't have any nasty ingredients in it, and it really suits my skin type. So this contains organic rosemary and lemon essential oils, and it's really thick and lovely, and it's a really, really nice cream to use. I really, really enjoyed the sample sachet I have, so this is a favourite. I have a hell of a lot more moisturisers, but none of them have really tickled my pickle. So that's all I have for moisturisers at the moment. I also don't have any favourite eye creams, so if you are really, really loving any eye creams, please let me know because I'm still looking for mine and I just can't find them. I just can't find one that I think isn't crap, basically. Let's move on to serums. I have a couple of serums. My favourite serum recently throughout the month of November and December was this YSL Forever Youth Liberator serum, and this is a tiny sampler. This lasted me a really good while. This was an absolutely beautiful product. It contains 3 glycans, which immediately reminds me of Star Trek with the Vulcans and the thing that I can't, my hand doesn't do this, so I have to just imagine I'm doing it right, live long and prosper. This contains 3 glycans to give your skin a kind of plump feeling, to help with fine lines and wrinkles, and to really hydrate your skin. And when I used this, it made my skin feel so soft and in such amazing condition, so smooth and beautiful and soft, and kind of like you want to throw it everywhere and roll around in it kind of thing. It was just really, really lovely. My skin reacted really nicely to this, and this is the first serum I've been genuinely incredibly impressed by in a long time, because it takes a lot to impress me because my skin is kind of non-reactive and doesn't really need any help with anything. It takes me a long time to find something I'm genuinely impressed by, and this is one of those. Another serum I absolutely love at the moment is the Hydraluron. It comes in this tiny tube, and when I first opened the packaging I was a bit kind of disappointed that it was £25 on the tiniest tube of whatever in the world. But Hydraluron is made with hyaluronic acid, really high quality hyaluronic acid, not from animal sources as I believe. And what it does is when you put this on before your moisturiser, it helps your skin grab onto that moisturiser. So it helps your skin retain moisture, it helps your skin remain moisturised throughout the day. The thing that with this is my skin was feeling really dry throughout the month of November, and I started using this every single morning. My skin has been so fantastic ever since. It's not felt dry at all. And I was getting really oily during the day as well. Because I've been rehydrating my skin with this, I've not had my skin get oily as much at all. It's been so much better. It's been a huge improvement, so I really have to recommend this. So next thing I love, and this is a definite favourite, this is the Liquid Gold by Alpha H, and this is really an liquid exfoliant, and I apply this after cleansing, and what you do is you just wipe it around your face, and it might not be that good for sensitive skins because it is quite a little bit stingy. But what it does is it works overnight to exfoliate your skin without any rubbing or any need for like exfoliation particles, you know, like a face wash, for example. And I just leave this on with no moisturiser over the top and let it do its job. And the first time I used this, I looked in the mirror the next day and I thought, wow, my skin looked so much brighter, so much less dull. It just really looked rejuvenated, and I have to wholeheartedly recommend this. Okay, so next thing we're going to move on to is cleansers. I have two that I absolutely adore. The first one is my general makeup remover. This is Bioderma. This is a micellar solution. I'm sure you all know everything about this, but this basically is amazing because it's really gentle. It's non-drying, it's not oily. I hate oily makeup removers. I really loathe them. I use this to take off my visible makeup, so anything that I can see on my face, I use this to take it off, mainly because I know that on its own it's not going to be enough to completely cleanse my skin of all makeup, but it does a really good job of removing like waterproof stuff. It does a great job of removing foundation. So for me, I just use this to get rid of anything visible on my face. The next step is that I do a double cleanse. I do this every night, and my favourite cleanser for that is the Hardie Amazing Face Natural Lift and Sculpt Moringa Cleansing Balm. This is absolutely my favourite cleanser that I've ever found. It's an oily balm, like really thick, like kind of Vaseline texture, and it smells kind of like a spa treatment, and when I use this, it really feels really relaxing, really soothing on the skin. And the way that you use this is you scoop out a little bit, you kind of emulsify it a bit with water, and you get a hot flannel and you steam your face before wiping it off. And the combination of the friction of the flannel, which helps exfoliate and remove dead skin cells, and this, which is really oily and really softening, gives you baby soft glowing skin after you cleanse. The reason I keep going back to this is because I just love the way that it works. It's a really beautiful product. It's really superior. It's really softening. It's really calming. It's great for sensitive skin. It contains vitamin E, it contains moringa seed extract, and all in all, it's just a fantastic cleanser. So in terms of a daily face wash that I use, you know, every morning in the shower just to wash my face off, this one from Organic Surgery is my absolute favourite. I originally received this as a PR sample quite a long time ago, probably August, and I was so floored by the quality. It took Kira and I a good 6 months to use up the whole bottle, and we finally finished it up last week, so I repurchased it straight away. This is really a fantastic face wash. It's SLS free, it's paraben free, it contains glycerin and aloe vera to keep your skin really moisturised. And the first thing Kiwi said when he used this, because he got the test run, was that his skin didn't feel dry. It really didn't dry out his skin at all, and it felt really pleasant. So he was really happy with that, and I absolutely love this too. I think it's a fantastic product. It does smell like geranium, it does have quite a strong scent, but I really enjoy this, and I think it's a fantastic product for the price, which is about, I think it's about £5 or £6, and it's really gentle, it keeps my skin moisturised, and I just think it's a really great everyday face wash. So I have to applaud Organic Surgery on this one. This one's really good. Night cream. I have this Hardie Amazing Face Rejuvenating Night Cream, which I didn't use for the longest time. I was using an Antipodes one, I think it was the avocado pear one. In the deepest of winter it worked quite nicely, but then it really stopped suiting my skin type. It made my skin feel really oily and greasy in the morning, and it wasn't very pleasant. It just didn't work for me. So I turned to this, which came in a gift set from QVC a long time ago. They had a daily deal or something. And this is such a beautiful night cream. It smells really strongly of geraniums, which I hate, but it's got this really lovely thick texture, and it sinks into my skin and leaves it feeling really plump and really nourished and moisturised, which is kind of a buzzword for this video, because I used to be all about stopping oil and like literally stripping my skin of every single thing that I could strip it of. But at the moment I'm about trying to actually just stop myself aging. So I just hit 26 and I'm really into the whole kind of basically pump it full of vitamins and stand well back kind of approach. So I really like this. It's a really nice, thick, really nourishing feeling cream that leaves my skin feeling really plump. So I have 3 misc products now. Sunscreen. I really like this MAC Prep+Prime SPF 50. It's supposed to be a kind of face primer, but it's essentially just a sunscreen. It's a really thick one, and I have a pet hate for really thin, lotiony products, because they just don't work for me. They just don't work on my skin. I like things that are thick, that are going to sit on the surface of my skin for a tiny bit before sinking in and making my skin feel really nourished. And this is a really thick sunscreen. It doesn't leave a white cast on my skin, and it's not stiff. I hate when I hate when SPF is really stiff on the face, and it feels like you've applied it, and it feels like your mum applied it on holiday and she literally just got her palm and went like that, because that's what parents do, and then you have a white face the rest of the day. But no, this sinks in really nicely, it applies really nicely, and it sits well under makeup without making me feel really greasy and like I'm wearing an extra layer. So I'm a big fan of this. Next, a lip balm, because lips are skin too. This is the Nuxe Rêve de Miel. I don't think anyone's surprised to see this because everyone loves this. I can actually see myself getting to the bottom of this lip balm, which is a bit of a shocker, because I don't really finish lip balms ever. But I've used this absolutely religiously every night, and when I don't use it, I feel the difference. This is a really thick, really kind of, I wouldn't say waxy, I don't know, it's got a matte texture to it, so it takes a little bit of warming up in the hands, but it's really thick, and for me it feels really nourishing. It's not oily or slippery like a barrier lip balm like Vaseline, which doesn't really moisturise so much as it kind of creates a barrier to stop moisture escaping. Well, that's how I understand it anyway, but this is really thick and it feels like it's doing good, so I love this. Last favourite, bit of a shocker, and it looks a bit gross because it's been in my shower. Rose Argan body conditioner. I really like it, and it's definitely a favourite. I am incredibly lazy about moisturising my body. I just can't be bothered with that, especially after the shower. And you've got out of the shower and you're starting to cool down and you get a bit cold and you just want to put your pyjamas on or your clothes on if you're showering in the morning, whichever way. But I tend to use this when I shower after I come back from the gym. It feels really luxurious, really lovely, really kind of nourishing on the skin again. Really, I mean, this does leave an oily coating on the skin, that's the one thing, but it disappears quite quickly. It has a beautiful rose, really sweet rose smell. It smells lovely, and it actually just looks like a hair conditioner, and you just apply it in the shower and you just apply it all over and then rinse off, and that's it. You don't have to sit, you don't have to rub it in, none of that. You just apply it, rinse and leave. And I am a very, very big fan of a kind of what I would call a one night stand kind of cream. You know, just get on with it and leave. It's all good. So this is my current favourite body moisturiser. I'm really impressed with this, and this is probably the first Lush product I've ever wanted to dedicate a Bruno Mars song to, ever. So that was my skincare favourites. Hopefully that kind of gave you a bit of insight into what I'm loving right now. Please feel free to recommend me an eye cream, because I'm really, really struggling to find one, and don't recommend me Origins ginseng because I hate it and I would like to kill it with a fiery passion. Hopefully you enjoyed this, hopefully you found it useful, and see you again soon. Thanks for watching.